Hey guys, John here. Welcome back to another video. 2024 Toyota Tacoma I-Force pricing and the MPG is finally live. Let's dive into it in this video. So guys, if you're just here for the pricing, here it is on the screen. And also here is the MPGs. If that's all you guys want before you dip out, leave a like before you leave. But we're gonna dive in a little bit more into this pricing and MPG in this video and compare it to the outgoing third generation Toyota Tacoma, starting with the MPGs. So looking at the MPGs here, guys, what do you think down in the comments? Was it worth getting rid of the 6-cylinder that the Tacoma had for a new 4-cylinder and 8-speed transmission? I think it was, because on average throughout all of this, and even though it doesn't look like it with the TRD Off-Road being 1 mile per gallon less on the highway, hold on, I'll explain that. We increased about 1 to 2, and for the SR and SR5, 3 miles per gallon. And also for the SR5, for the 4-wheel drive variant, you get 1 more mile per gallon on the highway for that. When we go to Limited, we're gonna see that the current Limited is 19 in the city, 24 on the highway, and this new Limited gets 20 in the city and 23 on the highway. Again, the Limited though is now a standard 4-wheel drive, whereas the outgoing model, you had the option for 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. And that is the same for the TRD Off-Road. TRD Off-Road, 19 in the city, 23 on the highway, where the current TRD Off-Road reads 19 in the city, 24 on the highway. That is for a 2-wheel drive variant, because this new 2024 4th generation Tacoma TRD Off-Road, it only comes as a 4-wheel drive variant. Only a 4-wheel drive variant, that's the only way the TRD Off-Road is coming. So the only truck now currently that Toyota sells that is only a 4-wheel drive Tacoma is the TRD Pro. That gets 17 miles per gallon in the city and 21 on the highway, therefore making the TRD Off-Road 2 more miles per gallon better than its outgoing models. Another thing with the Tacoma for this fuel economy relating to the gas tank. The gas tank is an 18.2 gallon tank. So with the better efficiency of the truck, they kind of shrunk the tank down. Personally, not a fan of that. It would have been cool if they gave us a 22, 23 gallon tank. I think the current Tacoma has a 20 gallon tank. So keeping the same tank with a better MPGs would just give us even more range out of the truck, which is nice. And you'll notice a little asterisk here, manufacturer MPG estimates. They are not official EPA numbers. And the reason for that, the EPA is super backlogged, the government shut down, all that stuff that went on. So hopefully the manufacturer's MPG is very, very close, because they do the same sort of testing that the EPA will do. So maybe these numbers will slightly go up, or they'll stay about the same and we won't even really notice a difference when the EPA does their numbers. But let's talk about price now. Here's the price. Again, down in the comments, what do you guys think? We are going to break it down. I think that this pricing is actually pretty good, because really you're getting a brand new truck, tons of new standard features with the truck, the wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, standard LED headlights throughout all trim levels, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 with the radar cruise control across all trim levels as well. There's just a lot that this truck has, fully box frame, brand new crawl control for TRD Off-Road. The list can go on, and we'll break that down in a future video with all the standard equipment and all that stuff when the config goes live on Toyota's website. However, we're really only an increase of about $500 to maybe $2,000 with certain models, with the one outlier being the Limited, which is about $7,000 more than the current Limited. However, again, tons of standard features now finally on a Limited to warrant that extra price. So we're gonna start with the base SR, and I'm gonna do something kind of tricky, because the new 2024 Tacoma is actually cheaper on this one than the 2023 Tacoma. Because if we look at the SR here, I equipped it with a 3.5 liter V6. And the reason I did that is because the lesser tuned 2.4 liter that the new SR has is way better than 159 horsepower and 180 foot-pounds of torque. The base model truck for a 2023 model year starts at $32,000, whereas the new one starts at 31. Moving on to the SR5, guys, again, it may be some sticker shock, right? Because the current SR5 starts at $32,000, whereas the new SR5 double cab starts at $37,000. So you may be thinking, holy crap, $5,000 difference. Not really, because the current SR5 you can get with the 2.7 liter 4-cylinder. So that price starts at $32,600. But if you step up to a V6. That price now increases to $36,310, whereas the SR5 double cab is $37,200. So $500-ish difference. And this is the same through everything, and I can go on and show those, but the one that I'm very interested in, guys, is the TRD Off-Road. If you're looking at initial pricing, $36,790 for the 2023 model year. But again, if we look at the base price of the 2024, it starts at $41,800. So what's the big difference? Well, first off, those are two-wheel drive models that are showcased on Toyota's website for the 2023 model year. That isn't a thing anymore because, as I mentioned, TRD Off-Road is only a four-wheel drive. The TRD Off-Road of the past, getting it as a two-wheel drive, is more around the lines of the Pre-Runner now, which is at $38,100. So the two-wheel drive TRD Off-Road, gone, see you later. We get the locker and all the suspension and the BFG tires on the Pre-Runner now. So if you're looking then for a TRD Off-Road, the outgoing model with an automatic transmission is $41,900. And if we go to the same one, double cab, four-wheel drive, automatic transmission, that is $42,900. So $42,900 and $41,990, a difference of about $1,900. But the kicker is this, guys. The TRD Off-Road of the 4th generation Tacoma is basically a TRD Pro of the last generation. We have Bilstein suspension with piggyback reservoirs. You have a sway bar disconnect on this one, which the TRD Off-Road of the last generation does not have. You're getting BFG tires that are co-developed with Toyota and also BFG. The next generation of crawl control as well. So the TRD Off-Road, granted, we don't have packaging and everything for getting soft tech seats and all this stuff, but you can get in as good of off-road as a current TRD Pro for $41,000, almost $42,000, where the outgoing TRD Pro, if you get it with an automatic transmission, is $52,000. As of right now, and we will verify when the configurator comes out, but it doesn't look like you could get a TRD Off-Road double cab 6-foot bed in a manual, because looking at this sheet, we see, you know, MT for manual transmissions for the sports and for the double cab TRD Off-Road, but we're not really seeing that for ones with a 6-foot bed. So again, packaging and all that stuff, I'm gonna wait to do that breakdown video when all that stuff goes live on Toyota's site to really just sit down with you guys. But this is initial pricing, and I wanted to break it down a little bit so people aren't thinking, holy crap, the TRD Off-Road is a difference of $6,000. That's crazy. If you go to Toyota's site with the current configurator and you guys take this screenshot or whatever you guys take, Toyota's official page, whatever you guys want, and just compare config for config, body style to body style, short bed to long bed, make sure it's automatic, make sure it's four-wheel drive, whatever. These prices are very competitive. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Tons more 4th generation Toyota Tacoma content coming your guys' way throughout this week and into next. And hopefully we get some information about my Tacoma that should be coming hopefully by the end of December into January, but I will give you guys more details when I have them on that. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. All right, see you later.